Welcome back to the Model S Plaid. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Matt here. Today, I think we're going to get into the facts and data of me daily driving this car. I kind of want to break everything down for you. Almost 45,000 miles on the car and counting, and I'm going to explain to you why I choose to daily drive this over my other vehicles. We'll get into that too. The wheels just look absolutely fantastic. They're bronze from Soul Forge. They got the carbon center cap, and then on the other side, we've also got the brushed aluminum. I actually want to get some pictures of this. I wanted to go into a little bit more detail about this car now that we have a lot more free time. This is day one of unemployment. I wanted to start with the Model S Plaid and its daily drivability and why I like it so much and why I kind of choose to drive this over the other vehicles I own. We can get in the car and I can show you everything. This is wrapped, for those of you that aren't familiar with the car or the channel, 3M reflective orange vinyl calipers. They're wrapped as well. The car is wrapped Avery gloss rock gray. This is a 2022 Model S Plaid. I don't know what is in the back right now. Some tools, but this is the space you have. A lot of stuff I love about this car is the fact that there's so much magnetism involved. A lot of things are magnetic and not clipped, so it's not going to break, not going to fail on you. Easy close for that. And then you have your doors that self-present. The back seat, this is, I don't know why this leaned back so far. I got a little smudge on there. Tons of space back here. I love the white interior, the white on black. And of course, we got the yoke. I want to get some photos of this before the sun sets, so we're going to reposition. Now, the Model S Plaid in 2022, when this was a new vehicle, I think the MSRP was $149, like I've said in previous videos, came with an option of wood grain or carbon. I feel like with the white interior, you absolutely have to get the carbon. You can go either way if you have the black interior or the cream to do the wood, but with the Plaid, you gotta do the carbon interior. I love the yoke. You get really used to it. I'd say within a few minutes, to be honest. It's not anything that's that severe. I choose to daily drive this vehicle just out of sheer simplicity. It's the simplest car I own, and in that, as a daily driver, it's low maintenance. It's the sweatpants, hair tie, no makeup on version, except she's still super hot, if you know what I'm saying. I don't know how else to explain that. It's just such an awesome vehicle, dude. We're gonna get into a few more things, but I just want to break down. I keep shocking myself every time I get out of the car. What do you guys like better, the brushed aluminum or the bronze? I cannot decide. I definitely think I prefer the bronze, but I'm still 50-50. I'm super torn. The reliability of this car has been super impressive. I'll go over a little list of things I have for Tesla service in Cherry Hill to go over. They've been rated, I think, the #1 service center in the country as of recent. The car's kind of like a cheat code. It's almost like you get all of the benefits of an SUV, a performance car, a sedan, a daily, with almost none of the cons. If you can't get to access to charging the car, then that's probably going to be a problem. But we can hop in and get into the rest of this. Fear not, the service is not an issue. It's just a bunch of small nuances, little things. Sometimes this actually, I got tons of stuff in here, but sometimes that doesn't lock. It might just be one of the detents in there. And on top of that, you also have headlight flickers. I have a taillight that has condensation, both taillights. I'm trying to get the yoke replaced. We'll just say I'm trying to get the yoke replaced. I want the new one. I am not a mechanic. I don't want to put anything out on the internet. I just want to point out that, yeah, I kind of need a new yoke. I kind of want a new yoke. There's really not much wrong with it. I could live with it for a while. That's a carbon piece that I added on. Some people have been very confused about that. It actually matches that exquisitely. It's perfect. I do think there is potentially a half shaft issue, which I want to get that fixed. And guys, keep in mind, I've had plenty of other cars that I've bought new. This seat doesn't go forward all the way, like the opposite of incline. The seat doesn't incline as much as it should, and it's just something they need to fix. They're probably gonna end up replacing the seat, I hope, which would be cool, because that means I get a brand new driver's seat. Which leads me to the white interior. It has, I don't clean this. I don't clean it at all. I used to clean it, and then I realized it still looks brand new all the time. I was on like a 1-month protocol where I would clean. You don't need to. It's solid. I don't know why that's reclined all the way. I think Liesel, I don't know. Other than that, there's really nothing wrong with it, and it might not even be a half shaft issue. That's the only big thing, but they'll replace that. They tend to go. The car's lowered, and it wasn't lowered the entire time I had it. I'd say maybe the first 10,000 miles, probably it wasn't lowered. The sun is doing some crazy stuff right now, so we might as well hop. The reflective calipers in the sun, in a sunset, absolutely glow. They look crazy. I don't think you guys can see it in person, and that's another thing I want to get at, is this vehicle, other than like a daily driving aspect, this vehicle is so difficult to expose through camera how good it is, how much I like it. And I just want to make more videos exposing a lot of that stuff for you guys, just because it's such an underrated car, the 9962, such an underrated. I don't know what it is with me and buying underrated cars, but I tend to try and find it. I've driven a lot of them, right, just from reviewing cars and whatnot on the channel. I I really just like to get specifically what I like. A lot of people knock these cars, but this is just one of the best cars I've ever owned. Anything that basically doesn't need to go in the lift, mobile service can fix for you. So that's another thing to consider, is the convenience of that. Front end of this thing is just super sleek. I really like the gray wrap on it. I think they need to offer some better colors, but you can always wrap the vehicle if you want to do that. I just gotta say, anybody that comments that these cars don't look good, you gotta admit, pause this video and timestamp it right now and see if other people agree with you. Any of the other vehicles I've owned that I bought new, the Z06 had some issues with the steering wheel. There's warranty issues all over the place. It's just a manufacturing thing, especially when you buy cars that are US made. It's just a bittersweet thorn that you have to accept with the beautiful bouquet of flowers that you get that are these vehicles, the Corvette, the ZR1, the C8, the C7, any of that. So as far as the daily, you've got the reliability, you've got the storage, we showed you that. There's also a frunk. The frunk has a ton of space. Admittedly, I don't really use it. It's, I don't like to put food in there that much. I don't like to put anything in there that much. I normally just either put stuff in the footwell. We have the all-weather floor mats, the convenience of all the tech, the service, the heated seats, the cooled seats, the heated steering wheel, or yoke in my case. Look how responsive this is. All of this stuff just pops right up. If you need to mess with the air vents, which by the way, they are hidden. It's that attention to detail to this interior that I love. Some people hate. They hate that the car is actually so cleaned up and so reduced. It's just so minimalist. It's very Spartan. I love it. I absolutely love it. There's also hotkeys and stuff to access certain things. It's not like a 3-button thing for everything. Some stuff you have to go into there. It takes 1 or 2 pops, but you get so used to it. The vehicle's awesome. Everything is so customizable and changeable. You have your suspension, which is, this is on air. It's adjustable. I am concerned for how expensive that's going to be if I ever have to replace those. Luckily, there haven't been any issues with that. The car's lowered, which helps the car. Those are intuitive lowering links. I also have the Soul Forge lowering links. They come free with the wheels. If you guys want wheels, go to soulforgewheels.com. I love their wheels. I've been super happy with the product, and we'll do a review on those wheels soon. I've been very specific on who I want to get wheels from, and I've dealt with a lot of wheel companies over the years. You also have your suspension data. There's a bunch of stuff I'm going to go into here. You can check whatever you want. We just broke 41,000 miles, so this technically is a 42,000 mile review of the car. I've almost had the vehicle for 4 years. I have never ever owned a car for more than 2 years at a time, 3 years. With the Porsches, the other cars, everything, I end up getting tired of them. I haven't gotten tired of this. This has become such a convenience and such a utility. I wish the horn was right here. That's kind of what I want the new steering wheel. That right there, there's the horn. Also this, super responsive, everything's super nice. It's like a video game when you go to navigate somewhere, like say you navigate somewhere, navigate to Focus Rapco. Once you start moving, God, it's like I don't even know how to use this new software update. Once you start moving, it's like you're in a video game. You have an aerial view of everything. Really cool. I think there are 3D maps now. I just didn't select that yet. Are these 3D? No, they're not 3D. Maybe there's a way to do that. You've also got a Doppler radar. Look at that. Watch this. Boom. That's fantastic. I actually never realized that that was a thing. You also have your charging screen, all this stuff magnetic. Like I said, these clips are magnetic. This right here is magnetic. It feels really good. It's all suede, micro suede like an Alcantara. You have your dome lights right there and also your rear view mirror, which leads to that, your rear backup camera. Pretty nice. This is a hardware 3 car. They're only getting better. They just released that A15 chip. I'm not trying to sound like a Tesla fanboy, but I do fanboy over the Plaid. I just drove a Cybertruck. We're thinking about a Cyber Beast potentially. I got to figure out what I'm doing with the 911. By the way, thanks for the kind words, guys. It's all good. Like I said, I'd be silly and lying if I said I didn't see it coming. We are figuring everything out. This is going to be fun to do this. I'm going to focus on the channel. I think we're going to try and hit this super hard, try to do this full time because it's such a fun thing to do. And I'm super grateful for what we've got going on. Super grateful to be able to show you guys the Plaid. The seat belt right here is a typical seatbelt situation. Other than that, that's really the Plaid in a nutshell. I've loved the car. I haven't really had many issues, if any issues. Any issue I've had, very trivial. We'll see once this goes in for service again. I think they're replacing everything, probably headlights, taillights, all that stuff. So it is what it is. It'd be cool if I could get the updated taillights. It's not going to happen. Overall, I've absolutely loved the car. There's tons of aftermarket support if you want to get other stuff. There's a lot more for the Y and the 3, way more for those, but the Plaid is really not that much that it needs. Your warranty, you get a 4-year, 50,000 mile warranty, and that's just your bumper to bumper stuff. And then you also get the battery warranty, which is either 8 or 10 years, something like that. I want to say it's 8 years, 120,000 miles, whichever comes first. So we're a third of the way there, and that's nice. That's good. Hopefully we don't get too close to that, because that'd be a pretty big problem, especially since we just lost our job. So it is what it is. I hope anyone that was maybe on the fence, or like me prior to owning this car, I had 2 Plaids prior. I accidentally flipped them, but this was the keeper. I have a video of the delivery of this on the channel. If you're new to the channel, subscribe down below. Yeah, I just used to be kind of a hater, and then the Plaid came out and it got me intrigued with the yoke and everything. I'm like, that's just different. It's unique. I got to try it. And I love the yoke. Some people hate the yoke. I love it. In the next few videos, we'll go over some of the other cars, the Model Y, the 911 Turbo. I'm super excited to go through this with y'all. So make sure to subscribe down below. We got a lot more videos coming. I'm kind of teetering with some ideas of things. So let me know what you want to see in the comments down below. Have a good one.